Hello, welcome to our Ability Skills Knowledge Fraternity. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining and stay with us till the end. Once again, I'm Arshia Kainath, host and CEO and Management Controller in Ability Skills Knowledge Fraternity. Firstly, I want to say about today's free course. Today's course is workable for those who lose their confidence, did not trust, and have suspect on own self. I hope today's session will be effective who are struggling with own personality. Every day some new participant joined with us, so I have to be give little concept about ability, skills, knowledge, fraternity. What is Ask Fraternity? Ask Fraternity stands for Ability, Skills, Knowledge Fraternity. It is an online platform which aims to enhance the skills of the youth living across the world. It promotes the talent of the humans and also provide earning platform. Ask Fraternity offers free international webinars, workshops, and paid short courses. Its origin is in Pakistan, founded by Dr. Aksar Rubani and Mr. Zain Khan as a vice president. Our collaborative partners are Go Study, Global Education from China, and Right Vision Training Academy Center UK, and Al Safa Institute of Paramedics and Rehabilitation Services. Motto of ASK Fraternity: creating new leaders by nurturing and promoting the talent of common people is the main purpose of ASK Fraternity. Its slogan is sometimes choosing a different path from others doesn't mean isolating yourself, it means that you know who are you. I am formally welcoming in you all. Today we are presenting the free course on psychology with trainer Nomi Russell. So let's start our program. Please give a warm welcome to Nomi Russell. Hello ma'am.
Hi Aisha, can you hear me? Just to check whether
Yeah,
my voice is clear. Is it very clear?
yeah, it's clear.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome, Aisha. Hi everyone. Good day to everybody. So today we'll be going for our second lecture, which is yesterday we learned about cognitive psychology and today will be social psychology. When you're talking about social, you know that social is all about how you interact with people. So let's go to the introduction. Social psychology is the scientific study of how people thought, feeling, belief, intentions, and goals are constructed within a social context by the actual or imagined interaction. So this is all about studying people's thought, how they feel, what they believe, what is their intention and goal in their life. So all these involved in psychology. Psychology's part side is social. So how do we socialize? For example, how do we react in our daily life? What is our thought in our daily life? It's actually connected with our social. When we have better mental health, we will have all these kind of things, feelings, what we believe. Not every day will be a good feeling for everybody. Sometimes they'll be down, sometimes they'll be good, sometimes it's just in the middle. So all this about social. So next we'll be going to how social psychology differs from other disciplines. Personality psychology focuses on individual trait, character, and thought. When it comes to personality, psychology involved in your behavior, in your personality, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak. Everything is there is psychological behind your every act and reaction. So when you see, look at somebody, you look at their personality, it's basically connected to their psychological, how is their character developed, what is their thought about a thing. For example, when you talk to them, when we talk to somebody, we get to know, oh, this is your thought. For example, if you're talking about a daily environment issue, a news or anything, you can know their thought, whether their thought is negative or what is their opinion, everything. When you talk to somebody, you get to know their character, they are thought, oh, this person is this kind of person. So you can study that person. Basically, you can get to know about a person when you met first, at least little bit of a person's character. Next will be social psychology is focused on situation. Yes, social psychology focused on situation also. How do you react in a situation? How do you handle a situation? How in a situation your psychological actually works to socialize with people. When you met people, when you interact with people, how do you focus on situation? Like, are you into the situation? Are you paying 100% when you're learning something, or you are just half away, or it's just that your mind is somewhere else? It's all about psychology. Social psychologists are interested in the impact that the social environment and group interaction one have on attitude and behavior. Yes, this will impact your attitude and behavior. Is two different things. And how you interact with a group, you can see when you are in a group, you can see sometimes there will be a timid person, sometimes there will be a person who outspoken. So we will come across different type of people. Some people they don't talk, some people they talk a lot. Some people if you ask opinion they don't even say a word because they just don't want, they just want to keep quiet. Some people they will just give opinion without even asking. I'm pretty sure we come across a lot of people like this. We are working, we are attending class, we are meeting new people. Everyone has their own way of interacting with one another when it comes to group. This is something very easy for us to understand because this is something we do in our daily life. We socialize with people, we study people. When we look at, for example, a movie star that we like them, we will analyze them. We will see, oh, this person carry the personality like this. Maybe this person like that. When we see them acting is different, real life is different. Basically, we will study about them. That's how your psychology works. When you think, that's psychological. So furthermore, we'll go to history of social psychology. What is history? Okay, history believes that humans were naturally sociable. Yes, we are naturally can socialize with people. When we see somebody, we say hi. We don't tend to be like a rock or things that have no feelings. We have feelings. We are humans. So we have an individual centered approach. We will approach people, we will talk to people, and we know how to talk to people, how to carry ourselves to people, how to make people not to judge. Some people think that, oh, if I talk too much they might judge me. So we always will be aware. When our psychology is really good, our mental health is really good, we know how to handle a situation, we know how to react in a situation, which Plato felt that the state controlled the individual and encouraged social responsibility through social contact. Like I said, we know how to behave with people. We don't just show our negative side in the first meeting. Of course, we are human, we have anger, we have feelings, we have happiness, everything. So we know how to control ourselves, how to interact, how to adapt and everything. So this is basically what the history of psychological, how the things actually connected. Next, we will be going to understanding social psychology, how to understand. The way we perceive ourselves in a relation to the rest of the world influence our behavior, our belief. Yes. How do we carry ourselves to the relation of the world, to the worldly thing? For example, we will in the house it's different. When we go to work, we meet people. When we go out, it's outside world. So how our behavior actually influence when we go to outside. At home, we'll be very disciplined, or we have family rules and something like that. We don't be open up at home. But when we go out, there will be another side of us where we will try to socialize more. We will try to, adapt people's things, how to be, oh, this person has more confidence. I can learn something from these people, like that. And it can also influence our behavior and belief. Oh, I think this person is amazing. You will have a mentor. You will see a lot of motivational speaker like that. You can adapt certain of the things, and it can actually boost your belief. And oh, I can be like this person. That's how the outside worldly things. Like if you see now in the TikTok, how it influenced them, and now they're doing videos and everything to show their talent and their business, everything they are doing that. So that's how it's influenced, and they believe in themselves that I can do it. So they are doing that. The opinion of others also affect our behavior and how we view ourselves. Yes. For example, when I give you the TikTok one, when you do a TikTok video, they say they give some nasty comment behind. under the comment section, that particular person who does the video will be affected. You can see sometimes they'll do a re-video stating that, oh, this kind of people are talking about like this. That's the reaction of your psychological when you socialize in a group. You have to know how to take a criticize, and you know how to handle positive things. Some people they will show it. Some people they don't care. You say whatever you want, but I'll still do my video. There's two type of people. I'm pretty sure we come across all this type of people every day in our life. Even we also react that way. Sometimes when we can't take certain situation, we react out of anger. Social psychologists are interested in all aspects of interpersonal relationship and the way the psychology can improve those interactions. Like I said, how our relationship, the interpersonal way that our psychological actually can improve, how we can overcome the situation. Like when we see some people are criticizing us, we don't react immediately. We try to protect our psychological. We try to control our behavior, being more polite because the opposite person might have some mental issues. That's the problem. They can't react properly. So this is the way we can study a person. Oh, this person actually has some kind of critics on me. So I better be careful with this person. Like that. We don't straight away judge, but we can analyze why this person is doing like that. What's the problem and everything. When you think, that's how your psychological works. It's all about thinking. Next will be social psychology, how it applied. Social psychology study how social influence, social perception, and social interaction influence individual and group behavior. How does all these things influence individual and group behavior? Like I said, when we are individual, we carry certain criteria, certain character that we have our own. When we are in a group, we don't actually bring that out because first of all, we don't want to known as a bad person, or we don't want to known as a labeled person. In a group, even though we have some weakness, we don't show it. We just try to act like, oh, I can do that, I can do that. But inner self, we know that, okay, I actually have weakness in this particular area. So that's how a person's psychological works. You can know how to make difference whether to act or not act. The social is very easy. It's not complex. We know how to basically play with our psychological, but some people do not know even to play with that. They will be very lame person where they just react out of their way. For example, they're supposed not to tell their weakness in an interview, but they will tell because at that time they don't think, because that's how social works. Some psychological is very good when they think very good. They can think what is going to upcome, what is the upcoming, what is the consequences. Some people they don't think, they just speak. So it's all depend on our behavior, how we gonna influence people, how people going to influence us and everything. Practical application of social psychology by helping organization hire and train employee. Yes, sometime social psychology, the organization will have a psychologist to help some employee and train them. Some people will be very, very late at picking up stuff. Like they can't cope up with the work. Some students you can see they can't cope up with the studies very fast. So they need some extra attention. Some people, sometimes, like I said, ADHD people, hyperactive people, all these people will have some learning disability when they are in a young generation. So it can actually prolong when they're in adulthood. So they will have some problems. Some organization have psychologists to, counsel them. Sometimes in workplaces also we face a lot of threat, bully, all this. So the psychology will try to talk to them and make them calm so that they don't have this fear of not mingling with group, or maybe they search a way to encourage people to reduce the bully, offering advice for the employee who needs help with conflict problems. Sometimes these people who do not know how to handle a certain situation, they become very stressed and depressed. So the psychologists can find a way for them to be calm, for them to understand this is how you work. Don't make it into a big issue. Don't put it in your mind and stress yourself. Just let it go. Life is all about learning, something like that. The psychologist will encourage, motivate, so that you will be more aware of the situation, and it doesn't affect your psychological, because once your psychological, your mental health is affected, you are just gone. You can just make a lot of mistakes. You cannot think straight. One mistake followed by another one, and eventually it could be lead to something else which is cannot be reversed back. So next will be all about social psychology. Social psychology is the study how individual affect and affected by other people by their social and physical environment. Sometimes how do we influence people? Some another time is how people affecting us. Like sometime when we scold people, people scold us, right? How do we react? Sometimes when somebody talk very harsh to us, we will be very very sad and we cannot concentrate on the day. The next will be how we behave with people. How do we handle the way we interact with them in daily life? Sometimes, like I said, not every day is a good day. Sometimes will be sad, sometimes will be good. Something like that. The work of social psychologists allow us to have better understanding, because these people are studying a group of people, dynamic influence our choice, action, and provide social perception effect interaction with other people. These people study is helping us to understand. When we read certain research, we can understand, oh, this type of behavior does exist. This type of behavior does exist. Oh, we can study somebody like this. We can get to know somebody like this. We can influence somebody like this. All these type of things will help us to understand a person's social psychology by the psychologists who have done the research, and we can do a lot of article readings and everything. Social challenges such as bully, criminal activity, substance use, like I said, substances use. They when they can't socialize in a group, they'll find a way to in, will find a way to avoid that, and they will go into criminal activities, or they will abuse alcohol or drugs, something like that, because they cannot socialize with a group of people. They will have problems because they're psychologically affected. Their mental health is not good. They can't be in a group. Their performance will be out. They will have depression. They will have a poor performance, everything. So all this will lead them into a trouble. People often bully them. People who bully will go into their corner. They don't want to mingle with people because they're scared. Oh, these people might harm me. They don't understand me. They don't friend with me. They're being judgmental towards me. All these things will affect somebody mentally. When mentally affected, their social life will be tarnished. They research social interaction and the factor that influence them, such as group behavior, attitude, public perception, and leadership. This behavior, this research is all about how we are influenced in group, attitude, public, and leadership. Like I said, in a group, if we work in a group and somebody is doing really well, we will adapt some of the good thing. Oh, I can learn this from the person. And also you can learn certain people's attitude. Oh, they have this kind of attitude. I think I can adapt that. It will be suitable for me. And also leadership skill. When you see your mentors doing really well, oh, I think I also have leadership skill. I can follow the footsteps to be a better leader. That's how we actually uh, adapt things into our character, socialize behavior, and mold ourselves into a better version of person. Because when we can think, oh, this is right thing to do, to follow, it's a good thing to follow, and it's a good thing for us to mold ourselves into a better version. Next will be social psychology concept. The people around you influence your personality and behavior. Yes, you see a lot of people around you, you see a lot of things around you, you see a lot of movies, you see motivational speakers and everything. So, for example, if we take somebody we like, for example, if I have a mentor and I look up to her, so whenever I see her, of course, I'll influence. it will influence my personality and behavior because I want to be like I want to talk like a she's very knowledgeable. I want to have that knowledge. So that's how it will give a boost to ourselves and it will influence our personality and our behavior also will change. We will try to adapt and act like them in ourselves, but getting all the positive out of them and putting into ourselves and bring it out in our behavior, attitude, the way we talk, the way we handle the situation. That's very good thing because you can know that's a good thing for you psychological. You can think, you can socialize, you can upgrade yourself in life. Think of how you act around your family at holiday dinner or co-worker at work event. Yeah, we know how to react when we are with family. We will be very happy. In family, we know our limits. With our co-workers, we will be more into talking to them. We will be more open to our co-worker. We will share a lot of things with co-workers. We will be learning because we spend most of the time. That's the two different things. We know how to socialize at home. We know how to socialize at workplace. How to handle things, how to talk to them. We know when we know these things, our mental health is really good because we don't mix together. Some people they do not know how to behave at home and they do not know how to behave at work. So this can cause trouble for people. Next, we can go for conformity. Conformity occurs when you're influenced to change your belief and behavior to fit into a group. Just sometimes, if you want to fit into a group, they will say, "Oh, you have to be like this." I can take example of a group of people. This group, these people, they wanted to be like they will set a goal. If you want to join my group, you have to color your hair, something like that. You have to follow our group style, all this. Then you are fit into our group. If not, we cannot friend you. We won't be friending with you, or else you cannot be friends with us. You cannot come into the group because this group has certain criteria to be fit in. Real pressure, like being around other people, or imagined pressure, like social norms, can influence you also. Like certain social norms, like okay, oh, I can't be like this person because this person is too good. I can't follow the footsteps like that. Actually, it will break you into two pieces because you will have a very low esteem. You won't have confidence. So this type of people we need to avoid because I would like to advise, please do not be like this, like setting a group goal or something like that because literally you're hurting somebody. You never know. We have to be friend with somebody with who they are. We cannot change somebody just like that. We cannot set a goal because you're making somebody into becoming something that they are not fit in. So when we do that, we actually putting a lot of pressure on people. If they want to be friend with us, if they're good, it's okay to be friend. Just don't say you have to do that, you have to do this because you never know how's their mental health because we will get to know about their mental state and everything when we try to get to know each other without knowing if you set a goal like this it can actually put a lot of pressure to the person and particularly that person will never engage in any group work or anything. Basically we are putting it's like something we are giving pressure to somebody and chasing them away without knowing what is the consequences. So it's a advice to treat everybody with equal. Next will be self-concept. Your self-concept describe how you perceive, think, and judge yourself. Sometimes we will judge ourselves how we think, oh, maybe I could have done that. Maybe I could have reacted this way. Maybe I've reacted over like that. You will judge yourself. Did I do what did I do just now was right? Or did I do something wrong? Shouldn't I react that way? Or how? We will judge ourselves and think out of our action. Part of having a self-concept is understanding that you are part of world with a set of expectation. And we also know that what is expectation from the outside world, from our working place, around us and everything. So we will judge ourselves according to our expectation. Did I really met the expectation that they had? Did I really met the goal? Did I really do the right thing? Did I really work hard on my career to achieve this thing? Everything is all about our expectation. And when we have expectation, our social psychological works to influence our behavior and the way we carry ourselves, character, decision making, all revolves around this self concept. So, self concept is very important. We have to have a very good interpersonal skill between us, and we should have a very good mental health because it's very important for you to socialize with people because you never know what people we are going to meet. Not everybody is good. There are some people are very good, some people are very bad, some people even nasty people you're going to meet with different characters. So if you are going into the working world, it's very hard for you to socialize with people if you have a very bad mental health state because you have to learn to adapt the negative and the positive out of people. We'll meet all of these people eventually in our life. Furthermore, discriminations. This happens most of the time. I think you have heard most of the things. Discrimination describe behavior and action toward a group of people. The behavior are typically negative, target the group of people's race, class, other traits, and sex. Sometimes they say, oh, you are dark, the color, or you are low class, you don't have this kind of thing, you are poor, you are not educated, so they will just isolate them and discriminate them, and that is very bad because they will have very low self-esteem. They think, oh, I'm poor, I cannot fit into this, and this will affect their social skill very pretty deep because after that they won't be able to be friends with anybody. They will feel that, oh, I'm not fit into this group, I can't do that. You cannot do that. If you do that, it's very bad because you're going to spoil somebody else's life, their psychological, the way of thinking, and everything will put them down. So that is something that we shouldn't do because when we do that, people will be very hurt. It's just one friendly advice that if you please do not do like that. Treat people with who they are and just be nice to everybody. I hope today the social psychological lecture has given you a lot of new learning. You have learned how to socialize yourself, how to use your mental health, and I think you can now study people when you see somebody, oh, this is their personality, this is their way of thinking, this is the way of they carrying themselves and everything. I hope today's lecture has given you a lot of new things of learning. And thank you for your time. You spent a lot of time here to listen, and I hope this lecture has given you something fruitful. Thank you, everyone, once again for listening for today's lecture. And if you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you.
That's amazing. Now, if you have any question regarding about this topic, then please type your question on comment section. Members, if you have any question, then type your question on comment section. That's amazing. We are obliged to you for your marvelous presentation and giving us your precious time. This session will be effective for our audience because you shared your intelligible knowledge with us. We hope to see you all again in next session. Thank you so much. Stay happy, stay safe.